speaking of toys and the new heroes and being strong, I think we should get to action figure spotlight for this week. Jay, do you have some figures to pick? Is it just one you've got on deck, or?
I have one. That I want to showcase, and of course, going to plug my YouTube channel, because right after this show, my new video will be up. It is based off of this figure. What would you guys say if I was to tell you that I could change your entire future with a simple book? What would you guys say? Would you be up for it? Of course, you need a time machine too. But I'm continuing down the Back to the Future rabbit hole by NECA. This is the ultimate Biff Tannen. If you didn't know, this is the sports almanac. It is the MacGuffin in the entire series, and this is Biff, 1955 Biff to be specific. And hopefully the glare is not so bad. We can see. I do an unboxing of this figure on my YouTube channel. That's going to drop at 9:30 right after this show. But guys, I know, Rob, you're not so super sold on this line, but let me tell you, man, the two figures that I have checked out are just absolutely gorgeous, and they are high-end collectibles with being reasonably priced, to 40 Canadian for a figure of this caliber with all these accessories you get. And each one has a special cover, so you know it's them. So guys, Biff Tannen.
Yeah, definitely check out Jay's YouTube channel following the show, or if you're catching this later or on the audio side, just, search Jay Bartlett. The Chef or The Exorcist is the wrong channel.
The Chef.
The Chef, that's the new one. Yeah, it's not that I don't know why I'm not hot on the line. It just doesn't do it for me to see those figures on a shelf the way that I get excited when I see a superhero or Masters. I think the playtime scenarios are just so limited in my head that it doesn't inspire me more than the movie already does. And if it's going to be bigger than the movie or an extension of the movie, it needs to kind of take it to the next level in my brain, and it just doesn't do it.
What's great though, I'm definitely storing him. I have him and Marty from 85 right now so far, and he's going to be stored on the shelf like this because that box art is absolutely gorgeous. And again, with like most of the modern figures, you could take out the tray, right? So the figure comes right out and he goes right back in, slide him right back in. It's like nothing happened. So you can have your cake and eat it too. I recommend it, guys. Check out the Back to the Future figures. They're friggin' amazing. From one of the greatest films of all time.
I agree. Now, what I've got is a box here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Big box. Now, it's not an Amazon box, despite it looking clearly labeled as an Amazon box. This comes from my good friend, Mr. Josh Van Pelt. Now, this is something I picked up from him not that long ago. Unlike Justice Curry, I don't feel like I need gloves to examine the contents of this box because Josh is a pretty straight shooter. He's never filled boxes of junk up for me before, so I'm not that worried about what I might find in here. Now, I of course know what I've purchased, but and there's tons of packing, which is awesome. Now, I will tell you this. This is not necessarily, oh my goodness, an action figure, but it is relatable material.
I will allow it.
And it's funny that you hold up the Gray Sports Almanac, because I think this is a bit of an artifact itself and something that relates to the future. And not just any future of anybody, but...
Do you want me to play the drums? Drum roll?
1 second. I got to take this out of some plastic, and we're building up some hype here.
I would tell some jokes, but I don't know any to kind of break.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to remove the one sheet. So this is a TV show Bible, a pitch book. It's an original pitch book for Captain Power. So this is what was sent to different companies to pitch the concept as it originally appeared. There you go.
Wow,
that's kind of more straight there. So that's original art that you can see kind of illustrated there. And within the pages are basically character descriptions and episodes and story guidelines and what the locations are, like the power base. For example, here's a page on Blastar. It says, digitizer, shoulder mounted, is used to reduce sentient creatures to computer chips. The chips are then stored in a chest compartment for transport to the Overmind. Works like a swiveling ray gun. Has a proton bazooka, power charges, an energy leech, and electron blasters. So it's all the character bios as it was all originally, sorted out.
And was it always intended to be a live action? Because it looks pretty cartoony on the.
Yeah, it was always intended to be live action. But the whole, interactive screen part wasn't their decision. That came from Mattel. We're saying, we've got this technology that we want to showcase. Can we make it work for this show? And so they found a way to kind of do it. But yeah, just to see the kind of like that art, and it's printed on photo paper, which is nice, but that is just a phenomenal find. And given that I'm such a fan of the show, when I had the chance to pick up an actual pitch Bible for it, I couldn't pass it. This is, one of those historical artifacts or relics. So
that's a piece that, if you have the opportunity to purchase it within your means, that's the kind of thing that you don't pass up, because you won't see that again. That's awesome.
And the part that killed me, because when Josh and I started talking, he was showcasing some other stuff. And I said, do you have any Captain Power material? And he's like, well, I just actually got rid of a bunch of stuff, and it was killing me because he had the concept. He had the concept art, like the stuff on that front cover there, but like all the different power suits, all the different villains and what they could look like all complete illustrations and stuff. But he had this left, and I said, you know what? I want it. I 100% want to watch it or read through it. And then, of course, I went back and watched the Captain Power documentary that's on YouTube. So if you guys are really into Captain Power, you want to know why I'm so excited by it and why it's cool and why Jay likes it as well, check out that documentary, and it's a little bit revealing of how it came to be and why it came to be. We don't have any figures or figure questions that are submitted this week, so we can go right to Action Figure Spotlight if you want, Jay. Do you have a figure this week?
I do, but I promised everyone treasures from the basement. So I said last week I had something really special, which is hilarious because I don't see Scott or Danny. So I'm going to show it anyway. This will be for you, Rob. This was for those two guys, but I recently took a photograph of a lost relic I found, which is my copy of Dazed and Confused, which has $1 million in late fees from Blockbuster Video. And I also looked in the same box and I found this little guy here.
Beautiful.
This baby is mint, and this is the exact one, Rob, that you and I watched over and over and over again. Look how clean that is. Man, I keep my stuff in good shape. Look at that.
Wow.
So this is the original Captain Power show. This is just a few of the episodes. Actually, this is one episode. Sorry, Shattered Past. Oh, there's a deal for you. One episode. But it doesn't stop there. You got to play the Captain Power game after you watch the episode. Now, this is the interactive kind of light game, video game kind of thing, where it was a cartoon that played, and you took your Captain Power ship, and you tried not to get hit, even though you were not supposed to move your ship. Anyway, it was a very primitive light game. And here we go. This is for you, Danny.
Nice.
Danny says he's there, mostly watching under an alias. Okay, well, here you go, buddy. Don't say I hate Captain Power, because I used to love it. I just don't like the figures that much. There you go. That's for you, buddy.
They're gonna warm on you. You're gonna warm on them.
Yeah. No.
I had a good friend of mine, Chasen. I'm not going to say his last name just in case he doesn't want me to say. Chasen sent me some figures because for whatever reason, he decided he was going to get out of the NECA Turtle cartoon collection stuff. He said, I'm done. I'm selling my collection. Let me know if there's any figures that you want. Because he lives in the US and he knows that getting stuff in Canada is really hard. And I said, yeah, there's a lot. I'll take it all. He goes, oh, geez, I got some up on eBay already. Let me know which ones and I'll see if there's a bid on them. And I said, well, okay, give me the 4 turtles. Oh, there's bids on them. Okay, well, can't get those. Give me Shredder and Crank. Oh, can't get that. and I'm thinking rule of 2 at this point because I have them bought. You can't quite see them behind me. I have most of them already boxed, but I want to be able to display them, and I like them, and it's pretty hard to get them plus shipping and duty and whatnot. So,
and I like them,
and I like them, and so I was like, okay, we figured out which ones to get, and then I said, you know what? Can you do me a favor? Can you just open them for me and put them in a box so that the box is so much smaller? And it's going to maybe not get hit with duty as it comes across the border. Smart. And I trust him, to open it. He's a collector as well. I said, just open it, put the accessories in a little Ziploc bag, the 600 hands that come with every figure and all that crap. But then, much like Amazon, look at the box, how it's come. So I don't know what it's going to be like inside. And I tell you, the second he shipped this, I started seeing stuff posted online about NECA figures breaking. And then this arrived at my door. And I thought, oh, well, this will be good. So I thought I could open this and we could see what figures I got and what the condition is. It's called, did they survive? Did they not survive?
NECA's plastics are almost like China. Like, it's very fragile stuff. You got to be careful with a NECA.
Well, this box looked like it.
I think your post office or your mailman doesn't like you. He's like, he punched it when he threw it at your door.
I'm such a cheery person.
He's like, oh, that McCallum kid lives there.
He even included some of the backdrops, which is very nice of him to help do this stuff. Oh my God. So there is a ton of stuff in here.
Whoa.
Oh. Those are just stickers. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can just find. Yeah, here's a figure. And this is the first NECA cartoon figure I've held in my hand. So that's wicked. So there's Baxter.
You haven't held one? You've never opened one?
No, they're my prisoners.
Oh, wow.
So there's Baxter. He looks awesome. And then where's Splinter? That's what. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. So that's the money one right there. That's the one I wanted the most because I just got the TMNT Ultimates second release of the Splinter figure, and I wanted this one to go up with my sewer set as well. I didn't realize for whatever reason that it's a cloth goods tunic or gi.
And it looks nice and form fitting. It doesn't look like just like a piece of cloth. It's so good, man. This is such a. I'm so happy I got a couple of these. The other stuff I got in here is Krang's android body, and I think I got Metalhead as well. That's awesome. Good score.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want them. He gave them to me at a very reasonable deal, and I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to go eBay exclusive. He wants to sell them. He's offering me, a good deal on them. So I wanted to go nuts right away and spend like $500, and I thought, oh God, I can't do that. Not for the rule of 2.
Yeah.
So definitely wanted Baxter and Splinter, and just having those alone is awesome. But now I can have Android Krang's body out there, and that's just wicked. So
very cool.
Pretty pumped about that. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's make it with action figure spotlight. Do you want to go first, or am I going first?
Mine is no surprise, so we'll pull mine out. This came on my YouTube channel this week, and hey, there's Liam. He wants to be in the season finale. There he is. I have to apologize. My tripod fell apart, so you're only getting one video this week. So I got another one on order. This one Rob affectionately calls Diaper Marty, but this is Tales from Space Marty McFly. When Marty first enters 1955 by NECA. Rob doesn't like his midsection because the way
it's so awful.
The way the articulation is, where is it right there? It looks like he's so baggy. Diaper. Yeah,
it does look like a baggy diaper. Come on.
As I've said in all my videos, they just get better. This is by far the best one out of the 3 that I've done so far. It's so cool. The way the helmet
so off base.
No. The way the helmet is. So, like I said in my video, you can recreate any frame of that scene in the barn or when he's shooting Doc before. So you can have the hood up, the hood down, the mask all the way off. It's just really super cool. Now, this is where we were talking about NECA. You're not going to be able to see it too well. I'm not going to take it out. Right here, the Walkman and the hair dryer have that. Do you have April O'Neil in your collection?
Yep.
Okay, so April, the straps on her camera and her microphone are so thin. These are even thinner. And as I was putting the hair dryer in Marty's hand, the cord's doing this. All I had to do was that, and it would have snapped and pulled right off. That's got to change, NECA. That is ridiculous. So when I'm reviewing this, I was literally like holding it like this because I felt that because of the weight of the hard, or it wasn't even soft rubber, it was going to pull right off. There's no excuse for this, especially when this guy's $40 Canadian. You got to make your stuff a little bit sturdier. So I don't know. So I'm right there with you on the NECA stuff, but there's the back. Oh, so you can put them in any pose. Three reviewed, 3 to go. But I love this line. NECA just today announced 2015 dock. So second wave, I'm all in. I'm super excited for that.
Well, I showed you the box before.
You look like Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith, dude. Turn sideways again. Look at that. Look at that hair. It's like perfect. Awesome. Okay,
sorry.
Go on. Yeah.
I showed you guys the box earlier, and the contents, I think it was a little bit bigger than this, which is why this is kind of a bit of on an angle. There was certainly not any nice packaging around it.
Where is it from?
Just a couple. This was an eBay exclusive.
Okay.
But you're talking about thinking about different lines, and I'm talking about thinking about different lines. And so I saw something. It was the biggest regret that I had to let go from all the stuff that we gathered for Action Figure Adventure, and I just needed it back in the collection. It just needed to fill that shelf. It needed to make me feel like a more complete person, and that is Superpowers,
Whoa.
Batmobile.
Nice.
With box. Now, I haven't opened it yet, but I do want to point out this side here. I don't know if you can see here, but there is the piece of tape still on the one side.
Wow.
So that's nice there. Now, it's not sealed. It's opened. But let's discover together what kind of condition this thing is in. I'm already seeing that this is off the box. Thank you, Shipping Canada Post.
Yeah, but it's still pretty decent shape, that box.
Yeah, the other one I had for Action Figure Adventure was better. So
I thought you kept it. I honestly thought you kept it. I had no idea.
No, I didn't. No, I had to let it go. That was the deal. Now this is nice. I do have the instructions.
Oh, nice.
So this looks like it's in okay condition. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't even want to touch this with my hand because it's almost like Bible paper, really brittle.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get another set of instructions that I can touch. Let's investigate.
So while Rob's opening that, I will say we don't always agree on the same kind of things. Look at Liam standing there. But we both agree that this is one of, if not the greatest toy, like vehicle-wise, of all time. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that thing. Oh.
So stickers and everything on the inside are perfectly mint and crispy.
Yeah.
The headlights work fine. Battering ram seems to work fine. And
the thrusters, or what is that? Oh, there we go. To grab Joker. That's right.
Grab Joker. It's funny because I had this in my office and my daughter came down and she said, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And she's like 3 years old. She's like, "It's Batman's car and he's getting Joker." So
can you
Superpowers Batmobile.
Do me a favor? I don't know if you've ever noticed this. Well, I was in the market for the Batmobile as well. I was checking out a bunch of eBay auctions and I found one in the box and I never really noticed the box art. Can you hold the front of the box up for a second?
Yeah.
Just put the camera on you and I'm going to describe what I see. They are hitting Joker with the car.
Oh yeah, they're running him down.
They're ramming Joker. All these years of we can't kill him, Robin, and in the box art, they're actually mowing down Joker. I just find that hilarious.
They do the same thing to Penguin on the back.
Yeah,
Right here.
that battering ram would literally break every bone in someone's body. And Joker and Penguin are just dudes. I just think that's funny.